Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a great and wonderful day. And unfortunately for me, I am not. Mostly because of the fact that, well, when you have somebody trying to say that babies deserve death because of, them being settlers and they have the right and the ability to do anything, it starts to when it really makes me angry. It makes me more angry than when people are saying that babies have the ability to be trans. Because, they also have that thought process. But when you start saying that babies deserve death, then you really start to get onto my radar as you being a terrible and disgusting human being, and you probably deserve to be hanged from the noose from the sky high. Make sure that the breath goes slowly. So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is that young Turk streamer backs Hamas murder of babies and says terror groups have legal ground to slaughter infants if they're settlers. Right. So we're going to go over this very briefly after, I read this horrible and terrible article, not namely by the Daily Mail, but by, because of what's contained in it that makes me infuriated by this, evil person. One of the most watched commentators on the streaming channel Twitch has defended Hamas murder of babies. Hasan Piker, 32, appeared as a guest on the H3 podcast on September 12th and was asked by the host, Israeli-American Ethan Klein, about the Israeli Hamas was. Piker, born in New Jersey to Turkish parents and raised in Istanbul, told Klein he thought the October 7th terror attack was justified. Of course he does, he says it, because he likes the death of innocents. But, but he goes on to be worse. He's gonna go and say something like this. Something that's completely irrational, completely insane, and I think you guys are gonna, obviously hate it. Take a look.
In the oppressive manner that they behave is because Palestinians, and this is going to sound very radical and possibly very violent, but this is a matter of law, and maybe even if you agree with this, a matter of morality. Palestinians have the legal ground to violently seize back their own homes from the settlers. This is a reality, and that is precisely the reason why they have to exist under endless occupation in the West Bank.
You know what? And that's why I say, if it was settlers, that would be a lot more understandable. Yeah. But let's not obfuscate, okay? I understand what you're saying. But this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand. And there are baby settlers as well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in the settlements.
But the babies that killed were not.
I know.
Okay, so
I think we've gone to the dark realm of this planet where we see a man, a radical man, an insane man, an evil man, where he justifies the death of babies. Because, babies have the total right to choose where they're born. Especially the innocents that were going there, or the Americans that were there that were just trying to visit the place. Because innocent people deserve death, including babies. Now I know about you guys, but saying that babies deserve death is a little bit far out there, and probably anybody saying that might need to be put into a prison forevermore. But that's just me, right? He then moved on to declare he was a one-stater and defend YouTuber JT Camp Champion, who tweeted his own defense of Hamas attacks. Piker's own Twitch channel has 2.6 million followers, which we don't really care for, and he's also featured in many other areas as well. And, of course, Piker's uncle, which is Hassan, is Sink Uyghur. But let's make this a one-statement point to stay strong here. We have a man here that has actively justified the attack of innocent people. And as you can see here, the death of Israelis, or a home that still has food on the table that was massacred, homes burned down, Israeli people going out and shooting innocent people to death, the death of children, which you can see here, and then all this other crazy stuff that has been going on, all created by Hamas. Israel did not create this. Israel did not start anything. It was Hamas that came into the homes of people and shot them to death. And you were justifying the death of innocent people and innocent children and also babies because they control where they are and where they live. Let me put as a reminder to you people that you are factually insane. wherever people are, especially when you have people that are born in a country, they no longer have the ability or the necessity of controlling where they live. But does that mean they are deserved to be condemned to die? Because I was not born in Africa, but just because I would live in Africa, and all of a sudden, does that mean I deserve to die because I was not born in a country? You people are sick, you are evil, and you probably deserve the chair. No pun intended, you're not gonna get any type of from me. When you start justifying the deaths of babies, you start becoming the absolute evil that we all thought you were. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, as always, take care.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media